Today we are talking about the ancient age, which is a period that comes after the prehistory, with the invention of the writing, and it happens about 5,000 years ago. In the first millennium before Christ, before the Roman conquest, the Iberian Peninsula was inhabited by Celts and Iberians, who are known as pre-Roman peoples. Here in this map, we can see that the Celts people live in the north and central part of the peninsula, and the Iberians in the east and south. But there were some similarities between both peoples, between Celts and Iberians. The first similarity is that they both settle in walled villages on higher ground to protect themselves from invasion. The second one is that they lived from agriculture. They grow cereals and vegetables, and they also live from livestock farming. So they took care of goats, sheep, and pigs. The next one is that they were very skilled artisans. They made ceramics and woolen clothes, and they also used bronze and iron to make weapons and tools. They both live in tribes or clans, and they were governed by a king or chief. So there are 5 similarities, but there are also some differences between them. So, for example, the Celtic villages, known as castros, were walled and enclosed circular houses. The houses were very simple, with adobe or stone walls, and the roof were made from straw and wood. The Iberian villages were fortified. The houses were usually rectangular and situated around squares and along streets. The walls of the houses were built from stone, mud, and sticks, and the roof was covered with clay to make it waterproof. Here we can see a square or meeting place for the people, and here we can see the streets, and around the city or the village we can see this well made of large stones and a defense tower. The Iberians introduced their own money in the form of coins, and they also had their own system of writing. Here we can see 2 examples of arts in this period of time. This is one example of a Celtic sculpture. This is in Avila, and these are called the bulls of Gisando, considered divine beings to protect livestock. And this is the Lady of Este, and it's an example of Iberian sculpture. And next week, we'll see how the Romans, who controlled the Italian peninsula, wanted to dominate trade in the Mediterranean and create an empire. So the Roman army's legions came to the Iberian Peninsula to conquer it. And finally, they call it Hispania. But do you think the Roman conquest was important? The answer next week.